I wasn't built for comfort. I was built for war. Not against people, against weakness, against compromise, against the version of me that wants the easy road. Roger's Performance. RP. This isn't ego, this is stewardship. God gave me breath, God gave me a body, God gave me a calling. I refuse to waste any of it. The weight doesn't scare me, pressure reveals me, pain trains me, discipline protects me. A man of faith doesn't run from resistance, he walks into it. Head up, jaw set, spirit steady. When the bar bends, I remember the cross when my muscles shake. I remember who carried his. Strength isn't loud, it's consistent. Strength isn't pride, it's obedience. RP isn't a brand, it's a standard. Train hard, pray harder, stand firm. And when the world folds, we don't. We don't.
Oh my goodness, I messed up again. This thing. There we go. Alright, guys. Messed up, but it's okay, because we got Roger's Performance right here. Welcome in, y'all. Roger's Performance Podcast episode day 2. You all are doing well. You know what? I just realized that. That's cool. Uh-oh. There's Pixie Kitten. Hi, Pixie. Hi. Pixie says hi. Alright, welcome in, y'all. Hope you all are doing well. This is gonna be off script. I do not have any script again, guys. I had an incredibly busy week. I hope all your guys' weeks went well. Sunday we went to chapel duty. Had chapel duty, that went good. Don't remember what we did afterwards after that, but after that, this week was full of VBS, so we helped out and volunteered for VBS. And that went really well. Me and my wife, Eden, we did the games for VBS, so it was pretty good. First game was pretty lame. We did like the frog jump pass, whatever it was called, and we had to frog jump and then pass the ball to the next person and keep the line going until they got in the bucket, and then they got other games. Then they got other games. We had cheetah tag. That was the most popular one, where we had 1 or 2 cheetahs. They had sticker pads and they had to stick spots on people. So like cheetahs have spots, of course, so they had to stick a spot and then they were a cheetah. That one was probably a lot of like the most favorite out of the group. What else did we do? Yesterday we did piranhas and people, so people were the piranhas and they chomped on other people. Basically, it was sharks and minnows. If you ever played that, one person stands in the middle and be's the piranha in this sense, or a shark, and then they gotta go tag as much people, and then the other people run to the other side. If they get to the other side safely without getting tagged, then they're safe. But if they get tagged, then they're a shark or a piranha. So that was pretty cool. What else? We did that. We did a water game with hula hoop where you had to hold a cup. You had to hold cups and try to get the hula hoop around your body and around everybody else's body so you'd help your teammates out. That was pretty fun. A lot of them didn't like water games, surprisingly. Like, I loved the water games when I was in VBS. But, so, yeah. Trying to think. We had another game we did. What was the other game? Um, oh, we did musical chairs one of the days because everybody loves musical chairs. That was pretty fun with the group. A lot of the kids were nice. Some of them definitely need talking to. A lot of them misbehave, but it's okay. Everyone seemed to be good. The only complaint is people need to teach the lessons a little bit better. If that would be nice. That'd be pretty nice if they actually knew what the lessons were and what they meant, you know? A lot of the kids didn't even know what the lesson was or like what the main description, which is like God is our creator, God is love, God is forever, God knows everything about you, and they just didn't know that. So that's one complaint I have probably about VBS. The other complaint is a lot of people didn't tear down, but it's all good. It was mostly just up to me and my sergeant at work to complete and tear down everything, make everything look better and up to standard, and they just left it in the dust. So yeah, um, you guys are probably wondering why there's a pet bed above my head right now. It's hanging off this gaming chair because it has to dry. We're letting it air dry. I don't think we could put it in the washer, but it is still pretty wet. So we're just letting it air dry it out. Um, but yeah, today is Saturday. It is currently 10:45, y'all. So good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, or whenever you're watching this. This is August 1st, episode 2 of Roger's Performance Podcast. So welcome. If you guys do not know who I am, because I've been just blabbering about VBS and what I've done this past week, I am Alan Rogers, the creator of Rogers Performance and this podcast, Rogers Performance Podcast. So Rogers Performance, I'll give you a little brief description in case you don't know what it is. Rogers Performance is a community. You can find a Discord link if you need it in the description below if you want to join up. Rogers Performance, I hope to make it a brand. Hopefully we can grow that way. If we can't, that's okay too, not a problem. But I appreciate anything and any help at all that you guys can bring to the table. So yeah, hopefully I'm gonna start streaming more, so we're gonna get more gifts and more like money, and then I can get prototype apparel. So like you guys will see Roger's Performance on a tank top like this, but it's not gonna be Nike. So something like across the chest, like this logo right here across the chest would look nice. Hopefully we can start something like that soon. We're working towards it. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, that's pretty much a life update so far. My wife's at nail school today, and today we're gonna get groceries because the fridge is completely empty, like completely empty. But yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go get some food later, and I don't know. We'll see what we do from there. Might just be a grocery day. I don't think we're gonna have much of a fun day today because it's Saturday and we've had such a busy week, so we want to just chill back home and relax. Um, TV series we've been watching is The Vampire Diaries. It's it's been pretty good. Pretty dumb where we just left off. We were like, what the heck? It was so dumb, but it's all right. So yeah, let's see what we can talk about because I totally didn't write a script and I should have, but I didn't. So let me think of something real quick. Oh, not that. T. All right, let's go. Welcome back, guys. All right. Sorry, guys. I had to pause for a second. I had to pause. Pause and think about what I wanted. No, I closed the blinds over here. Kind of. Yeah, there you go. I just closed those blinds. Pixie's on the couch. They are looking pretty white. Yeah. But anyways, so yeah. Um, let's go. I think I wrote something down, but I don't know if I wrote anything down. Da-da-da. Looking at my phone, guys. Don't mind me. Nope. I did not write anything down. So, all right. Well, um, this is gonna be off fly, so we'll see what we can come up with. I think I'm gonna talk about discipline and how it's applied to me. Um, so yeah, so discipline, guys. Uh, honestly, it's a struggle. Discipline is a struggle. Motivation doesn't always come, guys. Like motivation, you sometimes you're motivated to do stuff. Like, oh, I'm so motivated to do the laundry right now. I'm gonna go get the laundry basket and put it in the washer. Go, you do it, you're good. You did it. But sometimes you just have the motivation to do things and you don't actually do them, and which you need to start doing. Um, but hold on one second. All right, I'm back. So discipline and how it's applied to me. Anyways, sorry, my wife is texting me about the rent, and I might have to go again, so it might be a little slip. Um, so anyways, guys, discipline is hard. It is difficult, and I struggle with it still. Still to this day, I struggle with it, guys. It may be like spiritual discipline, it may be physical discipline, mental discipline, whatever, you know? I I've been through a lot. Oh, I've been through a lot, you know, but I've been through a lot of trying to change my life, trying to discipline myself. And a lot of the times it's failed. It's failed. But then uh it's way it gets easier the more you times you do it. And then it gets harder if the more times you don't discipline yourself, guys. It gets harder. So, this is my little spiel on discipline, guys, for you today. This is what we're gonna be talking about. Hopefully, I won't make this too long. Probably like 20 minutes, maybe 15. Because we're already at 11 minutes into the video. It's crazy. But anyways, so discipline. Uh, I'll start off with what I started off with. I started off with physical discipline. So as you can tell, I have a YouTube channel full of gym reels, a TikTok profile full of gym stuff. Some so my gym progress started at a young age. My dad tried to instill it in me when I was like 7 or 8. He bought me 2 pound dumbbells, little dinky things. But I thought, wow, I can finally start doing something like with my dad, and I can start working out and become strong like him because my dad is he's jacked, and I still like envy how big his arms are. It's like, dang, I wish my arms were that big. But anyways, 2 pound dumbbells, he bought them for me, and I was so happy he did. So then I started shoulder pressing those. I shoulder pressed the 2 pounders. He taught me how to do that. He taught me how to do the little curls and how to do those. And I was like, wow, I can finally get strong like my dad. And then I did like 100 of those, and my dad was impressed. So he said, hold on. He said that he said he was proud of me, and he got me 3 pound dumbbells. And I got 3 pound dumbbells, and I thought, whoa, these are big. And then I tried, worked my way up to 100 again, and then I got 100 reps of them. And I told my dad, and then he bought me 5 pound dumbbells, and he said, this time these are gonna last you a while because they're up 2 more pounds than the last one. And I'm like, whoa, really? And he said, yep. So I worked at it, and then I kind of gave up for a little bit. I was like, geez, these are kind of difficult. I don't think I can make it that far, until my dad instilled in me that if I wanted to get more muscle on me, I'd have to work for it. So I started working out with him again, and I worked for it. I had to discipline myself to work for it. And by the time I was 11, 10 or 11, I was cranking out the 5 pounds. I had the 5 pounds down. I got all the curls I needed. And then I started learning more workouts like push ups, jumping jacks, all those. And I noticed my dad using bigger weights and really heavy weights. And I was like, man, I want to be just like my dad. So I thought, why not keep going? Like it's motivating me. But motivation comes with work. That's the discipline you have to do. You can't just motivate yourself. Watch a good influencer video and be like, "Wow, that was cool," but not do anything. Like what are you doing? And it matters what consistency too. See, I've been a very inconsistent weightlifter, fitness trainer, whatever you call it, bodybuilder. I've been very inconsistent, and that's one thing I have changed now. like just now. Like it's an never ending process how you can discipline yourself, guys. But anyways, to carry on my story, I got the 5 pounders done, and my dad bought me my first 10 pound weight. My just one dumbbell though, because it's a big jump. He realized that it's a bigger jump. See, from 1 pound to 2 more pounds to 5 more pounds, guys. And he bought me one singular 10 pound dumbbell. And I said, what good is this if I don't have another one? And dad said, you just have to work for it. And I could barely lift up the 10 pound at 11 years old. I could barely lift it up. But that did not stop me. That made me work harder. So I used the 5 pounds more, 5 pounders more, until I could actually get adjusted to a 10 pound weight. And I used the 10 pound weight on one arm, and then the other arm, the one arm, and then the other arm, and then I did push ups. I worked for it. I disciplined myself to get to the 10 pounders until it was time that I used my dad's weights finally. He has 20s, 30s, 40s at home. 20s, 30s, and 40s at home. He might have even more now, I'm not sure. But he said I unlocked his weights, so I can use his weights anytime I want. And that unlocked more stuff at our home gym that we were using. So I could use the lat pull down bar, I could use like the preacher curl pad, I could use our exercise bikes. I could use everything. Like I had free range in this gym, and our home gym's amazing. Well, not anymore, but the home gym's Amer- amazing. Jeez, can't speak, but it's amazing, guys. Um, but anyways, the more you work for it, guys, the more results you get out of it. The more work you put in, the more results you get put out. So I kept going, and I've kept going since then. I've gotten a lot more muscle, and now, literally now, since I'm going to a gym almost every day, only 2 days of rest usually, I've been gaining a lot more muscle. And it's not just because I'm in the military or anything, but I've gained a lot more muscle from working out like a lot in my life. Um, I definitely could get stronger. I could definitely get bigger. Those are goals. Those are goals that are good to set. And when you get motivated, you don't just sit here and say, I want to start doing this. I want to start running. That's one of the things I need to work on. And I keep saying, I'm going to start running. And then I lie down on the couch like it's no big deal, or just doze off. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not, I'm good. I won't do running today. Or let's not do cardio today. Let's just weight lift. No, if my goal is to get inclined to running, I gotta start running. And I've been struggling with that lately. Struggling with the disciplining myself to run. So that's what I have to work on now. But yeah, now since I've been growing stronger, I use the 30s, no problem. 20s, 30s, whatever. Um, excuse me. But yeah, that is my physically disciplined journey. So I've been physically disciplined quite a long time, but I definitely need to work at it still. Still to this day, guys, you always need to work on something different, no matter what it is. So, um, I've instilled work discipline. I can barely sit at this computer without moving around at work, or not this computer, but other computers at work, and it's like I have to get up and do something, like outside, productive, walking around the hallways, making sure everything's good. I can barely sit down. I mean, I could probably sit down for a little while, but not like just stuck to my computer. That's a lot of the problem today is kids are stuck to their phones or computers or TVs, any electronic, they're just stuck and glued to it, and they cannot get their hands off of it. And that's one big problem with society today too, is that we're just stuck on our phones and we don't know. We don't even like look outside, walk outside. We just are on our phones, outside, inside, wherever. And that's one thing that I noticed too. During VBS, like the second, third graders had phones, and that's not good. Like we cannot be instilling our kids with phones like that young. I don't agree with that anyways. Sure, I get it if it's for an emergency thing, but no, they do not need a phone that you literally pay a $50 plan just to keep unlimited. They can text who they want, get on social media, scroll. They should not be at that at a young age. Even a little watch with games on it or something. They do not need something like that. They need to grow and develop first. But anyways, I'm going on a rant on that. But discipline, guys. So it is hard to discipline, but you have to work at it. You can't just sit here and think, "Oh, I'm gonna eat this big bag of Lay's potato chips, and I'm gonna get strong, muscular, just like this guy on TV while I'm eating these potato chips." Just like people snacking on them all the time on the couch watching other people. Man, I could do that. Like, no, you cannot do that if you're literally sitting there eating a full bag of potato chips. You're not putting in any work. You got to put that potato chip bag down, go get yourself in the gym, get a membership, start working out heavy, put the work in to get the results. You got to put the work in to get the results, guys. So that's a physical discipline. Spiritual discipline, I've definitely had experience with, and I still struggle with it. Like everybody will struggle with discipline, guys, no matter what. Even the biggest influencers, guys, they struggle with discipline as well. Do you think they get up every day think, "Oh, yeah, I'm going to the gym today"? No, they don't want to get out of bed every day, just like us. We're just laying there and we're like, it's another day and get up. And they do. Like they go to the gym even if they don't want to. They go anywhere if they want to. So, spiritual discipline, anyways, guys. I struggle with it still. A lot of other people struggle with it still. Even the biggest Christian names out there struggle with it as well. Which it is, it it's not a chore, guys. It's something you should do in your daily life. So number one, I say, is prayer. I pray every day, guys, whether it be alone, with your partner, with anybody, or with your family. Always pray together, guys, because that is communication with the Lord, and then He will answer through His Word. And that's one thing I struggle with as well. Is like I don't read the Bible as often as I should, and I should start doing that more. I normally just get it on Sundays, and I'm like, yeah, and then I read the daily verse of the day, but that's still really little. It's not enough uh, to honor our Lord and Savior. But anyways, number one is prayer, guys. So what I would start doing is every time you wake up, get out of bed, brushing your teeth or whatever, shaving, literally just like pray. Just pray. You don't have to close your eyes, bow your heads. You can just pray in your mind. He can listen to you. He listens to you, all of us. And this prayers are not bouncing off the ceiling. He always listens, guys. Even though it doesn't seem like it all the time, he always listens. That's one thing I do. And then before breakfast, before lunch, before dinner, always pray with your family or with somebody else, and then that's always a better way. And then bedtime. At bedtime, pray as well. Pray, 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 guys. It it helps everybody out. Like literally, I'm not even joking. The Lord always listens and he never ignores anybody. The second thing I have to say is Bible reading, which I just told you guys I struggle with. So usually Sundays, oh, we're good, we're even, you know. Mondays, I'm only reading the verse of the day. Tuesdays, only reading the verse of the day. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday comes back up. Oh yeah, I'm in the Bible. You're really not. You're letting the Bible collect dust as you don't read it. And that's one thing I am gonna start working on. Others need to start working on. And yeah, definitely. Another thing for prayer is also ask for prayer requests out of anybody that you know. Anybody and everybody that you know. Because people need prayer, guys. It's not just It's not just you, it's everybody else. Pray for them. Pray for them before yourself. So pray for everything else before yourself. And then you can go on to yourself. But pray for everybody else. And thank God for everything else. Praise him before everything else as well, guys. But anyways, Bible reading, yes, that is Bible. The Bible is his word and his communication through us. We have phones. He has the Bible. He speaks through us through his word. So open the Bible today or tomorrow if you guys don't really want to, but you guys need to get in his word. It's valuable for all things, guys. All things it's valuable for. The third thing is worship, which honestly I don't do too bad at. So usually Sundays is a no secular music day, so we all only listen to Christian music. Only listen to Christian music on Sundays, and then throughout the week, you always actually have to. You should get out some Christian music or mix your Christian music up with your regular music. Just mix it up in there and play it, and then you'll worship the God through your music, guys. Worship God through your music. And prayer is a form of worship as well, which I cannot stop saying, dude. Alright, guys. Pray, pray, pray. That's another thing. But yes. So if you pray, read the Bible, and worship, guys. Do not forget to worship. There's a lot of different disciplines that we need to work on, and I need to work on, and everybody else needs to work on, guys. It's not just you guys, it's not just me. It's all of us and as a whole. And don't forget to spread his word as well. We need to spread his word. A lot of people are lost, and you do not want to come judgment day, to see people crying because they did not have a chance. They always have a chance, and we have the chance also to spread that word. If we don't take the chance, you don't know who you may lose. You don't know who you may lose. A lot of times, I always picture this, guys. Imagine that day comes and you look down and you see a family member crying because they missed their chance. You do not you don't want anybody in your family to miss out on an eternal life with him and with you guys. You do not want that. Um, yeah. So that's a little bit of a spiritual discipline spiel. Mental discipline, it definitely connects with spiritual a lot. So mental discipline definitely needs to happen. I know sin is a thing. Of course, sin is a very bad thing. Uh, that's one thing mental is that you should not be intending to sin. You should not be like, oh, I'm gonna cheat on my girlfriend this day, cheat on my wife, or whatever. You should not be thinking those things. Or you should not even you sh- the Lord says you should not even be looking at another woman with lust because you've already committed adultery in your heart. And you should not be looking at anything like that. That's why every time my wife compares herself with somebody, I look her straight in the eyes and I don't look at what she's looking at. And I say, I only want you. This is all I want. That's who I married. I married my wife. I would never look at anything like that ever again. Never. And then another thing is like, oh, I'm gonna lie today. Oh, I did this, but like, oh, I did the dishes today, and there's still dishes in the dishwasher, and you didn't put them away. Oh, I did laundry today, but there's still laundry in the washer, and you didn't even try to even accomplishment. Oh, I swept the floor, but there's stuff all over the floor, guys. Oh, I cleaned my room, mom, but your room's so messy. You guys cannot get away with that. That is committing sin. And as much as we may like it, Christians, I'm talking to you, and regular people, but Christians especially, they always think, since my salvation's paid for, I'm good. No, you're not. You're not, and you're not safe either, Christians. You still sin every day. You should still ask for forgiveness of the sins you may have committed that day. Yes, salvation pays you, but you still sin. There's no way you can stop sinning. As much as you want to, you could lock yourself up in the room for all you care. No, that's laziness. You can literally, you could just be like, you know what? I'm not going to do anything today. You're just sitting on the couch watching TV, and then you work out, do stuff. You still have sinned that day. Guys, we sin every day in our minds if we like it or not. So you always should know that you're sinning. Um, that's definitely where discipline comes into a play too. You guys should always just be on alert no matter what the situation is. But yeah, that was my little discipline spiel. I don't think that went too bad, really. Um, yeah. But yeah, discipline's played a whole lot of roles in my life. Spiritual discipline for sure. I need to work on. Physical discipline still needs to work on. Mental discipline, I can still work on that a lot too. Like, I can work on all these. And you know what? I'm going to because that's discipline. And motivation, yeah, I get motivation from talking to you guys just from doing this. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do all these things. But I'm not going to, if I don't do it, then I won't get the results I need. So guys, stop listening and stop like getting stuff into your mind, motivation in your mind, and you're like, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that. Write it down. Write it down that you want to do it. Like, oh, I want to start running 10 miles a week. Oh, you want to start running 10 miles a week? Then post it on the fridge. Tell it to your partner, tell it to your friends. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Keep me accountable. Accountability is another biggest thing in discipline. Accountability is discipline's best friend. Guys, if you guys do not have a friend, a partner, or anything, or parents that can hold you to that, that hurt. I like crushed my finger in between my desk, my fingernail. That hurt. But anyways, if you guys do not have an accountability partner, you won't have discipline. You'll just sit here and be the guy sitting on the couch with a bag of potato chips, just be like, wow, these guys are so strong, I can't do this, or wow, this guy's very disciplined in the Lord. I wish I could do this. You could do it. Just put the bag of potato chips down. Tell your partner that you want to do this, and they can help you. Make sure you pick the right partner too that is also trying to discipline themselves. Work together as a team. That's one thing a lot of people need to do. I have best friends. I try to keep them accountable. I have a wife. I keep her accountable. She keeps me accountable for sure. She is really good at that. So that's a little bit of a spiel that I have, discipline spiel. It's already been 33 minutes of the video. I won't keep you guys for too much longer, but I hope you guys like this. Grow, but not by yourself. Grow with others, guys. Grow in Christ, grow in others, grow physically, grow mentally, grow spiritually. Guys, just make sure you grow. If you guys are not growing each day, then that's a problem. You should be growing every day and each day. You like you learn something new every day to like, yeah, you're supposed to. And if you don't learn something new, then you've literally done nothing for yourself. Always learn something new. Literally, I'm learning something new just by talking to you guys. But I hope you guys like this podcast episode. I appreciate every single one of you that have been Rogers Performance. If you guys would like to join my community, you guys are always welcome to. Just comment below if you'd like the Discord link. I should have it in the description if I can't get it in the description. And then it's in my YouTube channel. It should be in one of those links. And if it's not, I don't know what to tell you. Just let me know. And that's the end of the story. So if you want to follow me, Rogers Performance is the name. Hit a subscribe button, hit the follow button, hit the like button, and share this with your friends. Hold them accountable and hold them to a standard. Set the standard for yourself and then hold that standard for others to see you hold the standard for. But yeah, that's just a little spiel. I hope you guys liked the episode. Episode 2 actually. So it's already been 1 week was last week and then 2 weeks this week. It's crazy. So if you don't know me, I'm Ellen Rogers. I'm 20 years old. I'm Christian. Trying to build a community, and let's build this channel together. Hope you guys have a good one. Thank you so much, guys. See you.
I wasn't built for comfort. I was built for war. Not against people, against weakness, against compromise, against the version of me that wants the easy road. Roger's Performance. RP. This isn't ego, this is stewardship. God gave me breath, God gave me a body, God gave me a calling. I refuse to waste any of it. The weight doesn't scare me, pressure reveals me, pain trains me, discipline protects me. A man of faith doesn't run from resistance, he walks into it. Head up, jaw set, spirit steady. When the bar bends, I remember the cross when my muscles shake. I remember who carried his. Strength isn't loud, it's consistent. Strength isn't pride, it's obedience. RP isn't a brand, it's a standard. Train hard, pray harder, stand firm. And when the world folds, we don't.